Okay, I'm gonna wait another 8 minutes to start looking at what happened today during the market session. It's 4:03, so let's give it a you know 7 more minutes or 8 more minutes before I get started. So in that way, wait for other people to join if they want to see this analysis, right? Uh, music now, but it should probably start here. I want to wait the whole 9 minutes or the whole 7 minutes, but times flies. So let's get started in a bit. Just before that, and um, not to interrupt that much the broadcast, let me remind you about the 80% off in Apex. If you use Renko code, which is in the description here, you can get 80% discount, and this is valid till tomorrow. We'll give you some caution or some leverage on the risk going to take. Free risk trading. Remember, for that thing, you have to take not more than, I would say, 5% of your between 2 to 5% of your account as a risk. So if you take a 50,000, that that is $2,500. It's $2,500 threshold for top. So if you fail on that, that's what I'm saying. If $2,500, calculate those percentage, and so you shouldn't risk more than 125 per trade. Okay. All right. So 4 more minutes. Started. All right, so 2 minutes and we get started. Hola, Aldir, ¿cómo estás? Okay, 40 seconds and I'm gonna start the session. It's gonna be a quick session though, but I will review all the markets. Well, the markets that I normally trade. I'm gonna start with gold. Um, 15 seconds. All right, so let's get started. Today is Monday, July 8th, 2024. Session today was a little bit, I would say, range market for most of the day. You see, I'm gonna start with gold here. Let me open the um, big drop right here. Only one move, and obviously I missed it. I was looking at this low on the overnight right here, but I obviously missed it. There's a and there's a big drop, and so we did have this overnight low and then this overnight high. In the overnight, actually it was bearish, so there was a bearish bias before the market opened and started to move sideways here, went to the upside. I do have started to go down here, as I was saying, and then right here it started to range, and then this overnight low was violated. It seems that it was something happened at 11. I missed it because I was not looking at it. I thought that it was going to go all the way sideways during the day. But I was proven wrong once more. This one was about 11:30, so I was not taking trades anymore right here. So I thought that it was going to go sideways, or that was my analysis after this move to the downside here. But it happened that it started to break this down here, and there was not that much opportunity to enter. Once you see here this one, then it's a little bit too extended to take any. Obviously it went into this area here. I have this marked as a support level, and but it didn't reach there. Let's see if it continues moving to the downside tomorrow. In any case, there was a measure move from here to there and right here. So anyway, see that the around this measure. Okay, there we go. So and then in the 30 minutes, which is the anchor, you see that there was this big move. I was thinking that it was going to go sideways just because we are in a spaghetti formation right here in between these moving averages. Moving averages were actually moving to the downside, but still we are in between the 50 and the 200. So the 200 was cut down all the way there and it started to bounce up and then move there. So majority of the day it was in a range. So couple of ranges here. This one is one, and then this one is the other one, with two extensions. That one that started there all the way down, and this one here for the um, opening, the opening from Friday or Sunday, right? So So that is a oil. I didn't take any. Now I named this video a reentry something, just because what happened here in crude. In crude, I was bearish, and I'm bearish still, thinking that if you see, I do have a move here to the Fibonacci's. So we went all the way up here and started to move down. I still think that it's going to go to the 2360 right there at that level. So I was short and trying to take a short entries here in the 30 minutes. Moving averages are now positioned to the downside. You see they are stuck to the downside, and then we did have this stag EM in the 30 minutes, and then went to the overnight, went one tick below, and then retrace. So now we do have a well-defined bottom here. So most likely in the overnight is going to go through. I'm not going to trade it if it does, but if it comes back a little bit and then it started to move down again, I will wait for this break for tomorrow. So tomorrow Tuesday is where let's check on the Renko chart. And the Renko chart, you see that there is a move to the downside here in the overnight, then break to the upside there, and it started just before the market opened, and it started to move sideways, and then broke the moving averages on this move right here. Not really any entry at all. You see there that there's no entry. This one is not one of the setups, but this one could have been. This one could have been interpreted as a trend reversal breakout, just because it was making higher highs and higher lows here, then came back and up a lower high right here. This one with respect to the, and then came back and broke. I did not take that one. And then move to the upside. And then there was a week off of the moving average here. This is a week off of the 34, which I took, but then immediately went up and took me out for $100 loss. And so this time, and this is when I decided to re-enter. So the reason is that, went up. This one is an up down pattern. A little bit dirty though, because I like the up downs when there is one bar in each side, but in this case we have two bars. Came back up and then bounce again off of the 34. So that one there, and then this one here. So I took this one, and then I wrote this one all the way to this tick, where it really, met the target. So it's 2 to 1, 120 to 200, 120 stop loss, and then 240 was the target. So 240 there, and I lost $100 because of this little reversal. So in total, $140 in crude today. Now it came back up and it started to range. This one started to range again, right? So you see one more thing here. So you see that one, That one was the second entry. And then look at this. Look at this momentum right here. You see that the momentum is going down. The fast and slow lines are below the zero line. Be, this one being the zero line, and this is the fast and the slow line. So they are both below, and they're within the 25 range right here. So it started to come down. Now it was tricky. This one was tricky because it started to go up and then came back down again, and that this happens in the second entry right there. So I took that trade, and that was the profit, and it was a re-entry, being stopped out in the first attempt. And then it started to move up, down, and then this one here would have been another good entry. But now at this point we're too close to the overnight, so I was not feeling that much pressure um, to enter again until it moved below the this line here. You see, if I take this one down a little bit, so, you see here I do have the levels. So this one is the overnight high, kind of the overnight high. It's actually a move to a significant pivot high, and then a significant pivot low off of that well-defined pivot high right here. And then it started to move in between these two lines, that line and that line started to move up, down, up, down, and up, down. So I took this one thinking that it could go all the way to the green line there, but it met my target right there and immediately came back. So good luck on that. Was lucky on it. And then went up, down, up, down, up, down, a little bit dirty on this one. Look at how many times tried to go above this 8180 level, and every time that it went on this pivot high, it came back and then moved down and moved down, and now it's trying to get to this other side of the target. Did not go through. It still was at this point, if you feel that you want to take that one, look at that momentum is already overextended, so not a good sign. And then especially because we are in between these two resistance areas, or two resistance and support area, then came back down and then moved there, went one tick below this green line here, which is the overnight, right there, one tick below at this one, also up here, measuring that it was one tick below and then down. So what I wanted to see in here was something like, but it was a little bit too late, but let's say that we'd go down and started to move there, and then we would have a move to the downside. So okay, so that is gold. One trade only on that one. Now let's see how bad ES was. So in the overnight, it started to move to the upside before the market opened, and the market opened right here and continue moving to the upside, and then there was this 18 EMA bounce right here to the upside, or week off of the 18, and then it started to move up. I did not believe it, and specifically because of this momentum right here, it was extended. And now when this one was pointing a lower high right here, right, a lower high right here, when a higher low right here, okay, so I thought, okay, this one is going to be in a range, and it surely enough, it was in a range right there. Okay, so not that much to do in ES, at least for me. If you see the 30 minutes chart, this is the initial balance. I'm gonna remove it. I really don't use it. So one second. move this into balance. Okay. So here it's you see that there is no more strength, or not that much strength anymore, moving there. We were moving nicely on the previous eye. In this one was in the pre-market, moved to the upside and then came back and then bounced off of this 34 of this 50 EMA, and started to move to the upside. But still, overall, it was a range day, moving to the upside though. Okay. Um, and then RTY, same thing. So this one here really move in the overnight. Look at this, really nice big move in the overnight. Obviously, you know, when you go into the market and you have already a big significant move, and there's no really any return or any comeback to the moving averages, it's hard to take anything here. And then at this point, same thing. The you know the fast and slow line are way above the zero line. They're very overextended, so no way that I was going to take any trade in here. And then started to move in the range here and started to move sideways. So, but really after this big move, unless it cuts all the way up here, then there's no way I was going to take anything in this area. Came back down and then broke this range here to the downside, and then make another one, but it was short-lived. There was a 1 2 3 4 5. This one would have been a break-even entry, but nothing else here that I can see that it's good. This one is not good here, because we do have a bounce, yes, but we are below the cloud, and so this one would have been a counter trend, and those are not really for me. Then you have this range here, coming back down, went all the way down here, and it's already extended. No way to take anything here, and then here it's already 12, and really doesn't do anything all the way till the end of the day. You see that also in the 34 in the 30 minutes range. So you have this move and then started to range and then came back and then make this triangle here, right there. See that triangle there, but really doesn't do anything. And if you look at the momentum here, you are bullish in the overnight moving up, but then you get this crossing and it started to move down. So at this point, there's really nothing to do in this area right here. All right, so that's the market today. I'm gonna check one more thing before I finish the video. Let me show you a couple of charts here. So this one is the daily. A little bit more. This one is 3 months. I'm gonna go with months. So you see, it has not been easy to trade this market. Gold, even though moves a lot, it moves in a range. It's been in a range since April, moving sideways, and then really tough to train and make get any direction. There's no direction here. The market is consolidated in gold and then goes up, and now I have this 24,067, and then it's coming back down once again. So first day of the first day of July, market is breaking to the upside, but now it's coming back up, back down, and then it could start moving to the at any point here because we are the bias is still to the upside. Broke this line that I have here, diagonal, moved up, and then it's coming back in a bull flag, but in a vertical bull flag because it's really in the range right there. Okay. Um, let's look at crude and then see what crude is doing. So I went all the way to the 84, 84, 46, 45, and then double top right there and then came back. It did not close below the 10 days simple moving average, but it's trying to break it to the downside. You see that there is a red arrow here, and this one is getting closer right there. So it when I put the fib retracement um, in the other chart, I went from here to there, right? And then I have this as a 26, 23.6 retracement. It's 80, 81.50, 81.68 right there. So this one would be the first stop. It could go back all the way down below here. The target would be 50 if it continues moving down, but we'll see. This one is a supply zone for sure. This extended a little bit. This one is formed by this pivot right here, and then there's another pivot right there. So we could look for targets in around this area. 80 first target is going to be 81.50, and then the second target would be somewhere in the congestion here. See that all of those small bars that we have there. So if it moves, it could move all the way to 80, 60, 80, 80, 80, but below 81, not for sure, but below 80. And okay, this one would be, okay, I'm gonna adjust it. So it could come to this area. Okay, so let's check RTY. In RTY, same kind of like nasty sideways move in RTY right there, going up and then you goes down, goes up. So this is not a market um, for directional trades. This is a market for at least since end of June of May. So May, June, everything has been like sideways. So it's creating some synergy here. At some point, if it breaks to the upside or to the downside, it's going to move nicely. But for now, I think that it's going to um, stay in the range until moves above or below this first day opening range would establish some bias if it breaks to the upside, and especially if the RTY breaks this diagonal here, that one there goes this diagonal here, it the diagonal right there, that if it breaks that one to the upside, then I will be bullish, but that's at this point is sideways move. Yes, really moving to the upside. Very, this move happened most of it during the overnight, but then started. There was a little bit of topping, very small actually up there. So market is bullish, but in moving to the upside, bias is to the upside as well. In there in the daily, then NQ is really moving nicer there. I took a trade in um, this Nvidia. I took it when it broke above this one, and this is with options. A short put vertical. just because we do have this um, this range here. So I took a short put vertical right here that could, if it goes all the way up there, that could mean some profit. At this point, it's sideways, and I didn't like that it moved to the down to below that 128.85. I entered at 129.05. And so, yes, that's all I have for today. Again, one entry, one or two entries in for end up in a profit in this rangy, nasty price action today. Oops, order, a mistake there. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.